13 professional vacancies. 10 of those are full-time, 5 of them are long-term subs. So out of those 15, we have 11 names tonight. We're planning on having the remaining 4 for next week. So we're busy hiring on the professional side. We also have 7 additional support staff vacancies that we're looking for. We have 2 secretary openings, 3 paraeducator candidates, an Naples candidate, and we're also looking for the head varsity baseball coach. So we have 22, 23 total openings that we're recruiting for and providing names for as far as hire. Busy time of year, but we know that it comes every year, and we'll continue to keep you posted and try to provide good candidates for you. The next piece that I wanted to visit is I wanted to talk about the district rebranding initiative. It's been taken on by administration and the district branding committee, and I've got an update for you tonight. We've worked pretty closely over the last two and a half months with O Creations, who is a design firm out of Pittsburgh, and we've got some final recommendations that we want to present to the full board tonight, not only on the CM logo, but on the mascot concept. And Scott, if you can pull that up for me. Right here. You just scroll down. Okay. So we took this in 2 pieces and worked with O Creations on 2 pieces. So the first piece was the CM logo. And when we did a survey of our stakeholders back in 2019, we asked our stakeholders, which included our parents, included our administrators, including our staff, what is the most recognizable piece of the Canon-McMillan brand? And we clearly heard that it was the CM logo. All right, when people see CM, overlapping CM, immediately recognizable as Canon-McMillan. All right, so our kind of charge to O Creations is can you, with that information, can you create something for us that is impactful, recognizable, and something that people are going to recognize immediately still as Canon-McMillan? So they provided us with probably 5 or 6 concepts on the CM logo, and as a committee, the one that's up on the screen is the one that we continue to come back to. And we continue to come back to that one because really it's kind of an evolution of the overlapping CM. It's a more streamlined version of what was already there and refreshed. So this is the one that we're presenting to you tonight as the logo concept that we'd like to move forward with for the refresh project. So as far as the mascot goes, when we started out on the project with O Creations, our mission was we wanted to clearly identify what a Big Mac was. Okay, so we spent a lot of time talking about that. Okay, what exactly is a Big Mac? We did some historical research of the McMillan clan. We did some research of the merger back in 1954, and we found out clearly that Big Mac is a Scottish Highlander and a bagpiper. All right, so as we kind of worked through that process, we also found some interesting facts from the McMillan clan. That the McMillan clan had a very distinguishable tartan, which is the checkered piece that you see on the logo. Big Mac, at least in the previous logo, had a beret with a yellow feather. All right, and bagpipes were prominent, and those were elements. And you can see the shield on the bottom mascot as well, which was also prominent in the McMillan kind of family history. So we went to O Creations and we asked O Creations, can you incorporate all this into our mascot so this is historically accurate to what Big Mac has been? It's keeping with Canon-Mac tradition, but give us a good fresh look that we can have moving forward where people are going to know Canon-Mac's in town. All right, so O Creations came back with, again, probably 4 or 5 concepts. This was clearly the one that stood out for us and the one that the committee decided that we wanted to bring to the full board for consideration as a recommendation for us to move forward. So these are the concepts that we think are crisp, we think that we produce well on stationery, on merchandise, and we think that people will recognize Ken when Canon-Mac comes into town with these recommendations. So, yeah, this will be on the agenda for your approval next week, and we welcome input, we welcome questions, and certainly would like to answer any questions that you have.
I want to thank the committee for the children. You guys did a great job, and how much time you spent on it. And this is fantastic. Very, very well.
So, yeah, Kathy has joined. Pete has been involved as well as Manuel. We appreciate your input and your support, and we're looking forward to moving forward with a good project.
So what are the next steps after this? We approve this format and then?
So we'll need to get it codified in policy as well, because both of those concepts are tied to, I think it's policy 936. So we'll move forward with that. I think the original plan was we wanted to try to keep it as low cost as possible. So we were looking at a rollout with stationery, business cards, those types of things, and then we're going to look at phasing it in a bigger way moving down the road.
Anything else? Thank you. Scott?
Good evening, everybody. Tonight I'm going to talk about two things. The first one is Title IV, and it's a federal grant. It is a grant that I'll be submitting later